Hello, everyone. Let's talk about gun violence in Philadelphia and major cities around the country. Do you know that on Memorial Day, I made a video on my YouTube Shorts, where you post shorter videos on YouTube. It's still there. I made a video on afternoon of Memorial Day and talk about how there's always gun violence in Philadelphia on Memorial Day, maybe in the cookout, on the social gathering, and all that stuff. I was advising people to kind of be careful that I know there's another one that's going to happen on Memorial Day, unfortunately. There's going to be a gun violence on that day, on Memorial Day, unfortunately. Everybody should be vigilant, everybody should be careful. If you hear commotion, if you have people fighting and all that stuff, don't ask questions, leave. Tell me why I made that video. It's about 30 seconds video and I posted on my YouTube short. It is still there. After I post that YouTube short, right? Couple of hours, there was a shootout at Fairmount Park in Philadelphia. Many were injured, 2 confirmed dead, others in critical condition. Our mayor, because I'm a Philadelphia resident for some of you that don't know, Mayor Cheryl Parker, who is a very good mayor, passionate mother. I think she's a very good leader, I think, so far. She emotionally cried talking about how everything happened. And that's the same way everybody felt, because how can a beautiful day like Memorial Day, the day was bright, sunny, everybody came to the park, picnic, everybody having a good time, music was playing. Then some young people think, okay, there's kids, 1 year old, less than a year old folks, young, everybody. They bring guns and start shooting randomly. I passed through Fairmount Park yesterday. They still are investigating the whole thing. So what I said about the gun violence end up happening. Why am I sure that it's going to happen? Because I've been living in Philadelphia and surrounding areas in Philadelphia for 14 years. It's been happening every Memorial Day. There is always going to be shootout somewhere, either in a park or a cookout or Memorial Day weekend party. So I kind of know that it's going to happen. So now I feel like it's the new norm. So I pray that the soul of the people, family of the people that passed away, may their soul rest in peace. But I still maintain the idea that something needs to be done. What is the culture that is feeding too much gun violence in Philadelphia, New York, Atlanta, Chicago, Memphis, Tennessee, LA, all these major, what is the culture? Because for you to cure cancer, you have to find the root of it. There is a culture that is pushing this violence mentality. It's not just random stuff, it's the culture behind it. What is the culture? How can we get it off? Because I have family. Do you know, I can't tell you how many times my wife complained about we don't take the kids to the park, we don't take kids to the, her argument is legit. My wife always tell me that we don't go out with kids. And what she's saying is right. But I am afraid taking my kids to the park, watching my back. I can't even feel safe. People get killed in their own house. I'm not even safe in my own house. Talk about taking my kids to the park, taking the kids to one of the parks my wife recommended I should take my kids is Fairmount Park. I love her and she's right that we should take the kids out. But then again, how can you do that knowing full well that things like this is happening? And even me, I was having the conversation. She was as sad as I was. You can't even take your kids anywhere public now. And it's summer now. It gets worse during the summer anyway. The other day, I was just in my neighborhood. This is every 5 minutes you see cops car flying by, racing, siren is beeping everywhere. That means things are happening all over the city because it's summer. There's this saying in Philadelphia, sun's out, guns out. It's a thing they say. And so now, what is the culture that is feeding this beast? And these people that is doing these things are young kids, 16, 17, 18, 19 years old kids. These people, their white mothers are working, doing two jobs, busting their ass to provide for them, but they are busy, have time to be doing illegal activities, you know. So it's sad. That video that I told you that I did on Memorial Day is still on my YouTube shorts. Everything I said happened a few hours later. You know, so it drives me crazy talking about it now. What can we do so that people can? I'll take my wife and kids to the park and relax, like you do in some other countries that don't have these kind of problems. Why? It's summertime. I want to go out, chill, be vulnerable around my environment without being always looking around. Who's gonna take? You're keeping an eye on your kids. You're keeping an eye on yourself. You're making sure, because these things happen everywhere now. Nowhere is safe. So unfortunately, I have to end it here. Don't If you know what you're gonna say, if you're in Philadelphia or surrounding area, or in major cities that is facing the same problem, share your thought on what you think can be done to control this rate of violence, because it's in the pandemic status right now. So yeah, and once again, may the spirit of the dead rest in peace, and then let the justice take lead in this case. All right, see you guys on the next one.